What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today on this beautiful Sunday evening. So tonight we will be going through all of the trades that we took in the Discord for last week for SPY. I'm going to be breaking it all down for you guys, giving you the education, talking about why I did what, and hoping to just give you some more knowledge this weekend, all right? So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. So why don't you let me know where you're tuning in from tonight, and I'll throw your name up on the screen. Shout out to John Guzman, new Trading Wars Army member. Welcome to the team, brother. Appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. Who do we have in the building today? We have Ramon. What's going on, brother? Bad Indy. Syed. What's going on? Toro. Meetle. What's going on? Way. Roop. Good to see you. Corey Lewis in the building. Andy. What's going on? Xavier. Remy. No Shirt. Nell. What's going on, brother? Roger. What's going on? Alicia. Good to see you. All right, we got the squad in here. STK in the building. What's going on? All right, thank you so much for being here, guys. So let's get into this. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the 21st, and I'm going to hit the bar replay right here. Okay, so I'm going to be using two lines in yellow, okay? And those lines are going to be the previous day's high and low. So that I always have that drawn to give me a good idea of where we are opening. Okay. I always do that. So I'm going to go down to the 3-minute because on this day, we started off with a 3-minute orb. Boom. Francisco Marin. What's going on, brother? $1.99. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Got West Palm in the building, Ohio. What's going on, guys? All right. So let's go to the live commentary and let me show you everything that was going through my mind. Okay. So this was all live. So good morning. Looks like we're opening near Friday's high. I may take an orb here with small size to test the water. And then you could see we went long at 933. Okay. So let me tell you why. So if I go here, first bar comes in, boom. Okay. So this bar, I really like this bar because it broke through Friday's high. And it was, a potential squeeze, okay? So anytime we break through the previous day's range right away, that could be something called a squeeze because anybody that went short on Friday, when we start to break up like this, their stop losses can be in danger. They can be in danger of losing money. Hit me with a 1 if you understand that concept, okay? So I like to take the opening range breakout when we are in this danger zone. So near the high, near the low. I don't want to take an orb when we're in the middle of the range because I find that to be less effective, okay? So here we go. So we went long right when we broke this high. Boom, there we go. That's our money right there, done, okay? So with the orb, you got to be fast and quick. You got to go in, you take the break, you get 1 or 2 bars out of it, call it a day, okay? So I'll just show you right here. So we went long. So I lay out the targets in the room. I let people know the targets I was looking for. So 445.50, 445.70, cover. No greed today. Start off with a winner. So this is very important. Last Monday, we had a slow start, but today we crushed it. I'm going to keep an eye open for the morning leg, but otherwise, let's take our profits and protect them. Love y'all. I'm grateful for you being here, friends. Going to run the stock scans now. So that's always important to me, guys, is on a Monday, you want to lock in some profits. And you want to take those profits and call it a day, okay? Because when you start the week green, you have a cushion, you have protection so that if you do lose throughout the week, at least you have some profits that you can risk. But when you start off red, it's very hard psychologically to bounce back, and sometimes you overtrade, and sometimes you make mistakes. So I was very eager on Monday to lock my profits in and just call it. So we took that orb, and then let me just fast forward here. Then let me switch to the 5. And then I'm going to just fast forward here. Boom, boom, boom. And then, so I'm also going to talk about some valid patterns. Okay. I didn't take those. The only thing that I took was the opening range breakout. Okay. So, but let me talk to you about them for your education. Okay. So here on the 5-minute chart, we started off with the opening range breakout, but we had another valid play here, which was an outside bar at the top of the range. So this was your first, reversal play here. This was a really nice one. And then you could see here that we made this push down, okay? So anytime we make a very strong push in one direction, what you want to do is take a Fibonacci and mark your territory. So you take it from high to low like this, and you'll see that the 786 was the Fibonacci level where we rolled over and then we traded to the 50% extension. So there was some really nice plays in the afternoon with this 786 Fibonacci, this 50% reversal, as well as this Nirvana. So the Nirvana is a rare pattern, right? So this inside outside. So this one was also good. So I would rate this day on Monday to be very fair. Even if you didn't take the orb with me, you had an outside bar at the top, which was great. You had a Nirvana down here. You had a fib. Very clean day. Monday was a very fair day. Hit me with a 3 if you're following me. So it depends on the day, on what instrument I use personally, but every day we are using futures contracts. If the options are priced well, we'll use options depending on what your plan is. If you want to swing, I like to use options more because I don't have to worry about the overnight risk of holding future contracts or shares. So I really like doing the options when I know that I'm going to hold something a little bit longer. So a shout out to this brother here, Francisco, right here. Do Tesla and AMD. I will, bro. Just remind me here at the end, okay? I will. Let me just get through this recap. So Tesla, AMD, so I can remember. Thank you. All right. So let's continue on now to Tuesday. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead here and I'm gonna just move up our anchor. So here's your high and here's your low. So the green line is very important. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to show you the green line, what it means. Okay, so I'm going to redraw them. Okay, so on this day, which was Tuesday, we did a trigger long. So what is a trigger? A trigger is an automated trade. It's a price level that I have every single day, depending on the range, the fibs, etc. And it's basically automated. It's an automatic trade. So let me go ahead and show you. So if we go to the trigger day trades, we have to go back to the 23rd, or is it the 22nd? The 22nd, okay? So we wanted to get long at 445.88, okay? So, and you can see this, right? So I share this every single night with the team. It's just a simple trigger trade. So it's like break this level, go long, break this level, go short. So if you see right here, this is what we were looking at, and then we had the plan right here. So we wanted to go long at 445.88, okay? So let me go ahead and draw that out. So horizontal line, 445.88. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and make this green. All right. So within the first 5 minutes, guys, we opened at 445.86. So we opened 2 pennies below our entry, our trigger long. And we filled, as soon as we pushed up here, our order gets filled long. So we got filled long right away. Anytime I get filled right away, like within the first minute, it's always a little bit stressful because it can go either way. It's either you're going to look like a genius or you're going to get stopped out and you're going to, it's going to be hard. Okay. So let me just walk you through that day and show you how that went. So boom. Okay. So this is the 22nd. So we're opening near the trigger. So be ready at the open. Also might take an orb. Let's see. So we got filled long right at 9:31. So we got filled on the trigger long, looking to break yesterday high, and then you'll see the whole process here. Okay, so let me walk you through. So as soon as we got another donation from Francisco, thank you, brother. Give a shout out to Lisette. I'm not sure who that is, brother, but appreciate it. Thank you. So here we go. Here we had the trigger. So we got filled right away. If we go down to a 1 minute chart, we'll be able to see it better. Okay, so we got filled right there. Okay, and then our first target was getting back to the previous day's high. Okay, so as soon as we got back to the previous day's high, right here, the yellow line, I scaled up quickly, because usually when you get back to the previous day's high or low, it could be a fake out. So that's why I always want to hit it hard and scale out quickly, just in case. Okay, and then from there, guys, check this out. Boom, that was the big boy. So once that came through, we were so happy because we made good money, and it was a risk-free trade because we caught the low at that time. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to start showing you the next setups that came. So right after that trigger long, if we take the Fibonacci from the low to the high, we had this nasty 50% fib. So we touched it 1, 2 times, and then we popped up here, okay, back to the 50. So we went 50 to 50. We reversed a little bit, and then we continued to go higher, guys. And let me just fast forward here so that we can go. And then we had something called the afternoon Fibonacci leg, which I'm going to show you now. So we got the best play of the day right there on that low. That was just like really, really nice. When you catch that, you know, when you catch that low of the day, there's no better feeling than that. And we actually had it twice. So I'm going to show you the other time where we took that. Okay. So just to summarize, this was Wednesday. We got long right on the green line at the open. We got the low of the day. Then we had this 50% fib that traded from this low to high right here. That's a 50. And then if you take the full range, which is the afternoon leg that I talk about in the fib book, right? This is the afternoon leg because this is around 11:30. You have the same 50% retest again. Okay. You also had a holy grail down here, which gave you some confluence as well. All right. So hit me with a 7 if you guys are following me there so far. So that one, that like Wednesday was a really good feeling day because, you know, you feel nice, right? You catch the low of the day. It feels great. And then you'll see on Thursday that we get beat up a little bit. Okay. So that's going to happen. So let's go on into Friday. So what I got to show you on Friday is we need to, first of all, draw the previous day's low and high always. Okay. And then I need to show you the trigger. So the first play that we took, I'll show you right now. I'll take it from the low to the high. And I want you to take a special note about this play that I took, okay? So the first thing that we can see right here is we opened inside of the range. So you notice, right, how all the other days of the week, we were opening at the highs, we were gapping up, we were doing, you know, a bunch of different things. But today on, what is it? Wednesday, was it Wednesday or Thursday? I think it's Wednesday, yeah. But here on Wednesday, guys, you could see that this was like a trap because all of a sudden we closed at the highs and then we gapped down. And hit me with a 4 if you can see that, like, this open right here, it's kind of like in no man's land in a way because it's not at the high, it's not at the low, but it's almost, you know, hovering near the bottom quadrant. Okay. So let me know if you guys are following that. And that's going to be important because what I did right off the bat is I went long on this blue line, which was the 786 Fibonacci. Okay. I went long on that blue line and I took a loser. And I'm just going to show you guys that right now. Okay. So right here. So this is the 23rd, sitting on the 786 of the previous day's range off the bat. Let's be patient. And then once I saw, so you could see in real time, guys, it was actually green, right? So obviously in hindsight, things are different. But at the time, you see how it was holding the 786. That's what I mentioned in the Discord at 9:31. I want to try it long. So we went long here and we took a loser on that one. So that's our first loser of the week. And let me just bring in the trigger because the trigger was the one that got us back in the game. So the trigger here was 44419. No, it's this one. 44433. Okay. So let me just throw that up on the chart right now. So we have 444. Oh. All right. 446. Sorry. Been driving too much today. All right. So here we go. So now I'm going to make this in red because this was our short trigger. Okay. So what happened here is I went long on the 786 thinking that we could have a nice reversal there, but instead we started to sell off. So what I did here is you see the red line is our trigger to go short. Okay. So that's our automated trigger right there. So what I did is once my stop loss was the red line. So once we broke the red line, I immediately flipped short. Okay. So I took my stop loss on the long and I flipped short because I'm anticipating that if this red line breaks, it's going to retest the yellow line, which is the low. And then we took a little bit of heat on this and there it was. Boom. All right. So I was really happy about that because I recovered my losers on the long and we got that nice flush, which I was looking for. And then we reversed from there and we had like this little double bottom. But again, the main thing that I'm doing with the shorts, these triggers here, guys, is I'm looking for that retest of the previous day's low. So let's go back to the commentary so you can see. So as I said here, take the orb. So this is what I was explaining why we don't take the orbs on the inside days. And then I was like, watch a 3-minute chart. And then I said right here, I took a stop loss on my long. I'm now short with the trigger, going to use a wide stop for the short. And then we just got here to the triggers. Boom, new low of day, takes them off the table. Okay, so that was the short. And then I was right there. I called it because I didn't want to overtrade on that day. And yes, I ended up doing this V trigger right here. So I just want to mention this as well. Okay, so the V trigger. So for those of you who don't know, is when you retest your trigger line. Okay, so remember we broke this trigger line and we hit the previous day's low. Okay, but then I get a lot of questions. Well, Rich, what if it comes back up and then it breaks back down again? Can you do that? And the answer is yes. So I'm going to show you how I got re-involved in this play here. So we popped up here, guys, looking really bullish. Okay, then we started to make this move here. Okay, this move here started to tell me that maybe the bulls are losing steam. And let's measure this out. Okay, so this is really a Fibonacci trade. So the first thing is this. We had this low to high Fibonacci. Okay, so we came close to the 618, not quite, but we made a new high, right? But this new high was a very small new high. So when I saw this, the first thing that came to my head was, okay, there's probably some bulls that bought the breakout that are trapped. So, and then we had one more push up here as well. Okay, and this one was another confirmation because look at the size of this wick. So that was also making me feel like, hey, there's some bulls that are trapped. And then you're going to see this. Okay, so check this out now. So this algo steps in here. So if I take the Fibonacci from this high to low, we came back in here again on the 618 area. So now this gave me a lot of confidence. The first one was a fail of a new breakout. And then the second one was the 618 on this bear leg. So I went short when we broke this red line again. Right there, boom. So I went short right there. It looked a little bit scary, but we got that follow through. We just had to be a little bit patient. There we go. Okay. So that one, this trade right here was like the V trigger trade was very good. I was very pleased with it. You can see this is like a V right here, right? So it's an upside down V. There's your V. I really liked it because we combined a lot of factors to make this trade excellent. So that really helped us to come back from that loser in the morning there. Hit me with a 9 if you're following me so far. Okay, so we ended up taking that. And then I said, I just got back. Holy shiz, V trigger paid, guys. Let's go. So that was a really nice way to end off the day. Okay. So that one was like telling a story. It was impressive. And sometimes that's what I love about trading is that there's different stories every single day. You know, trading it writes itself as a book. It writes itself because every day it's a different story. All right, so let's continue here now. And then remember that 786 that I went long on, okay? Because this is going to come back to tell us another story here, okay? So here we go. So now watch this closely with me. So let's go ahead and move our lines. So here's the low. Here's the high. Okay. Okay. So remember, we took the 786 on Wednesday and it failed. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to give up my strategies. I'm not. Okay. I'm not. So you'll see the same thing happened here on Thursday. We opened inside of the range and the 786 was down here. Okay. Hit me with a 1 if you're following me on that concept of the opening inside of the range. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through this now. This was the best trade of the week. Okay. So looks like another inside open. We need to be careful today. Who's awake? Let's play it so slow at the open. 3 days in a row green. No need to do anything dumb. So I was very cautious. I passed on the opening range breakout. And then the 786 came in and I said, I'm trying long small size. This was 936. So we went long at 444.80, which is the 786 fit. And I want you to watch this because we exploded in the chat on that day because check this out, guys. Boom, we touched the 786 right there. So you can see 444.80 was the entry we wanted to take. And now check this out, guys. Okay, watch this. Boom, 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 boom. Let me just fast forward here. And we caught the low of the day. And that was the second time this week we caught the low of the day, and it felt so amazing, guys. It was really, really good. Okay. And then where do we cut off? Let me just fast forward this. Boom. Is that 9:30? Nope. One more candle. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and recap that, right? So we went long right on the 786. And just remember this, we lost on the same play the day before. You see that? We lost on the same exact play the day before, but that didn't make me give up on my style of trading. I came back the next day. I did the same play on the 786 and we got paid. Look at this run here, guys. Everything was up hundreds of percentages from the calls, from the futures, whatever. Okay. And sometimes you just got to have that grit to trust what your system, to trust your back testing, to trust your instincts, and just stick it out instead of going from system to system to system to system, because that's when you're most likely to lose the most money. Hit me with a 4 if you're following me. Okay. So that was the only trade right there. Okay. But we had some impressive Fibonacci that I'm going to show you. So the first one right there, we have this push in the morning up like this, right? So we go ahead here and we go low to high. You could see we came in again on the 786. So now this is, we're starting to tap into the fractal nature of trading. That trading is happening, like the patterns of the Fibonacci is happening on all time frames and all aspects, almost like it's a surreal, like almost like it's some kind of matrix. Because check this out, we had the 786 of the previous day's range, then we had the 786 of the morning leg. The algorithm is tuned in on 786 this day. It's like they're on a channel 786 and they keep hitting it over and over and over and over and over again, which is crazy because you start to see these things here, guys, and it's like there's more going on in terms of mathematical probabilities, in terms of robots, in terms of algorithms, in terms of Fibonacci. There's a lot more going on. For the odds of being the 786 of the previous day's range and this one over here being the 786 of the morning leg, the odds of that happening are very low. So you start to see things. So once this candle came in here, guys, I knew that this is something big. Like we're probably going to make a bigger move here because we have a confluence and we also have a huge outside bar. All right. And actually, if you go to my Twitter, guys, I don't know if I can find it right now, but because I've been tweeting a lot of different material, but I've been trying to go through this live with you guys on Twitter. So please follow me on Twitter if you're not following me right now, because look, so here we go. So this is what I called this out right here. This was the same thing we're looking at. So I said, SPY, big boy, Fibonacci, algo stepped into 786 of the morning leg. This level 44521 must hold. I'm long and strong above. So, and then you could see, guys, by the end of the day, we just had a huge rally. So make sure you check me out there too, because I try to share some of the things that I see also on Twitter as well. Okay. But obviously the priority and all the call outs are going to be in the Discord. Okay. For my members, I have to support them. Okay. All right. So now let's finish off on Friday. So Friday, I think, was the hardest day for me because we got off to a kind of bad start, but I was able to recover, but it was definitely a harder. So the first thing that we had is a gap up on Friday. So, you know, anytime there's a gap up, that I'm going to be looking to take an opening range breakout. So we went opening range breakout. We went long, and you could see right away, guys, when we went long, we got faked out. So we barely broke into a new high. Then we turned around and got stopped out. So took that stop loss quickly right away. And I was like, I think I was a little bit like caught off guard because it was so quick, and a little bit like mentally taxed being on a Friday. But what I did after that, guys, is I went long again using this Fibonacci gap. So I went long. So let's get to the commentary so I can show you. So gap up overnight. Who's awake? So you can see here, we took the 3-minute orb long at 9:33 and got stopped out basically within 2 minutes. And then I tried one more time long at 450.99, which I was using this gap of the Fibonacci right here. So once we started to pull back into the middle of this gap, I went long one more time. And this is where I made a mistake, a mental mistake, is I went ahead and instead of putting my stop loss below the gap here, right, I had my stop loss too tight. And I realized that after I went long that my stop loss should have been below the gap. Like I normally keep my stop loss below the gap, okay? But I didn't. And then you'll see here, I didn't want to I didn't want to like just change it all of a sudden because I knew a lot of members went long. So I rather take a stop loss with my members instead of saying, hey, well, actually, I didn't mean to put a stop loss there. I meant to have my stop loss below the gap. So I realized it after, and because I already called it out and I already put the stop loss, I didn't want to just change it and then just, pretend like, I never said to get stopped out. So I just rather take the stop out with everybody and just move on. Okay. So from there, you'll see what happened is we actually filled the whole gap. So if my stop loss was actually below this low, I would have been safe. Okay. But I wasn't. So I took 2 stops right off the bat. Then I just kind of calmed down and I went back to the 15-minute chart because I felt like the 5 and the 3, I was getting a little bit faked out. So I went to the 15. And the first thing that I did here is I added on an opening range breakout. So we broke this high right there. And I added a position there with my stop loss at the low of the day. And then once we broke here, guys, I did something very, I wouldn't say it's dangerous, but it requires multiple trades and you have to know how to size position accordingly, okay? So I took a Fibonacci from the low to the high and I added on the 50% and the 618. And again, my stop loss was always the low of the day, which was here. So I added on the 15-minute orb, I added on the 50 and the 618. So I'll show you that, okay? So morning leg Fibonacci. So I said I added small on the 50 and then I added on the 618 also. And then we were all a little bit worried, right? Because my max risk is the low of the day. If it breaks that, I will turn off my computer for good because that would have been way too many losers in one day, right? So we started off, we're like, the fib is trying, guys. And then we just started, like, if you look at the chat here, you'll see we just went on a rampage because we just continued to hit targets, right? So check this out. So we started to turn here. And then on the way back up, we started scaling out. And we were just hoping, can we get a new high of day? Boom. There it was, guys. Bam. Excellent. Beautiful, guys. And you could just see, like, in the chat right here, you could see looking for 452. Can I get a 452? Yes, we can. Send me more energy. Let's go 452.31. It was a fun day. It was a very fun day. So thank you for all the members in here bringing the energy. It was really good. Thank you, guys. And, you got to stay positive regardless of what's happening on the screen. You got to, it's not, as long as you do your best, okay? As long as you do your best, that's all you can ask for, okay? So we were able to end back there with a massive winner here. And let me forward right here, guys. I didn't take this trade, but I know some members did. At the top of the range of the day, we had a Holy Grail. So the Holy Grail was a beautiful little sell-off here. And actually, this is kind of funny, but there was one more play on the day that went really well, and that was the trigger. So if I go to the trigger for the 25th, was it? Yes. So watch this one. So I actually did a YouTube live stream, and this one was funny because I thought we were going to get stopped out. So long 449.93. So I've already posted the one for tomorrow if anybody is interested. Long 449.33, and then the stop was 448.31. Okay, stop 448.31. All right. So let me just move this over. So while we were on stream, this trigger came in and we got filled. And right away, guys, it looked like we were going to get stopped out. And for some reason, man, these triggers have been just really, really good. And we started to turn around right here. And then we took this straight into the close, guys. It was absolutely beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And that's it, guys. That's the recap for the week. So I think about 3 losers in total. And I would say close to 10 winners or more, depends on how many trades you wanted to take. But there's always an opportunity every single day. And that's the beautiful thing about trading. There's always an opportunity to get better. There's always opportunity to make money. You just got to come in. You have to have the right attitude. You have to stick to your guns, follow your plan, manage your risk, and you have a really good chance. The problem is over trading. The problem is not having a plan, oversizing, jumping from system to system. Those will get you burnt. Okay. Hit me with a 10 if you enjoyed this stream and if this was great. That was a recap for the week, guys. So thank you so much again. And then let's help this brother out here who wanted to look at AMD and Tesla. So Tesla right here. So in terms of option expiry, if you want to be very risky, then you do the 0 days to expire. And with those, whatever you put in, you just be willing to lose it. Okay. If you want to be a little bit more cautious, you get the Friday expiry. I always do about one strike out the money. That's it. Okay. I don't want to go too far out. Just keep it simple. So here we go on Tesla. Tesla, this is a very exceptionally beautiful setup. This is a double inside bar on the daily. The last time we had this was actually back in September, which had a nice breakout below, and then we actually reversed and had a huge run. So pay attention to this on Tesla. This is very powerful here. This is a good pick going into tomorrow, okay? And then also this brother wanted to look at AMD. So AMD, I don't really see anything on the daily, but Tesla for sure, that double inside bar. Let's look at the 5-minute chart here. You could see that basically we've been tightening up the range from the last 2 days. This is what a double inside bar looks like on a 5-minute chart. It's just getting tighter and tighter like that, okay? Do you use stocks in the SPY for the trigger? Yes, I normally use shares or future contracts for the trigger because I like to make it automated, all right? So, all right, guys, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to do a giveaway right now to the Trading Wars Army. I really appreciate you guys, and let's do that right now for any Army member, and then probably hit another giveaway tomorrow. Just going to try to layer them out. So here we go. So let's do 2 giveaways today. One from a YouTube video and one also for the Trading Wars Army member. So I'm going to pick a video right now. Let's do this one. So what's up, everybody? So this one is trade like a Fibonacci robot, SP 500 perfect day. So this was the video on the Monday. And I really want to thank you guys for the support, 1976 views. So we're going to just pick somebody from these 46 comments to be the giveaway winner. So you always have a chance, guys, when you go ahead and comment, right? I'll always give you a chance to win the giveaways, okay? Because I appreciate your support. So let's go ahead and let's do a random number generator. And let's do number 1 to 46 right now. And let me pull it over here for you guys so you can see it. Boom. Number 16 is the winner, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, Andre, thank you very much, brother. The content and presentation are awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. I really appreciate that. Hit me up on Twitter. We'll verify your YouTube account. We'll get you set up with a book and 1 month for free in the room. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. All right. There we go. And then let's go ahead now and let me get to the Army and see how the Army's been doing. Who's in the Army right now? So let's see who we have in the Army. I hope you guys learned something from that. We made a lot of money last week, and not just in SPY, but also in a lot of stocks that I've been trading. And it's just important for me now to reach my goals in terms of my performance, because I want to be able to double my account, triple my account. Like, I want to be able to do that because it's important for me in order to be a good teacher, I have to be a good performer. You know what I mean? Like, it's not enough. If I want to educate people, I have to be making money. Simple. So I always try to make sure that I'm performing. And if I'm not performing, I take that extremely seriously because it's my livelihood and it's what people look to me to do. And I always want to make sure that I'm doing a good job for you guys. Okay. So here we go. We have 89 members in the Trading Wars Army. Let's go. Random number generator, number 51. Okay. All right. I'm not going to count it out on stream because there's just too much for 51. But the Trading Wars Army members are the people that have subscribed to my channel. I'm just going to show you guys right here. You can subscribe right here and hit join. Where is join? Right there. And it's $4.99. You get all the Trading Wars logos and all the cool stuff. And you get a giveaway every single week. I do giveaways for Trading Wars Army. In particular, we have 89 people in there. So number 51, I'm going to go ahead and I'll shoot you a DM. All right. Once I get through it and count it out. I don't want to keep everybody here while I count to 51. Okay. And I'm also scared that if I do count to 51, that I might mess it up on stream. So here we go. Thank you. All right, guys. How many days expiry SPY options do you buy? I just spoke about that, brother. All right. So guys, thank you so much for your Sunday here. I'm going to head out. Extremely tired today. I got to get ready for the room tomorrow. As always, guys, check me out at tradingwars.com. If you want to trade live with us tomorrow, you can grab any one of our 3 books and you get 1 month for free, or you can sign up directly on the main page there, guys. I hope to see you tomorrow. Let's continue this. March has probably been the best month of the year for SPY. I definitely think so. I have to look back at the numbers, but I think it's been exceptional. So thank you. See you tomorrow. Take care. And don't forget to comment, okay? Comment for your chance to win. Take care.